Say yes. You can hear me. Hello, guys. Anyone there? We just have to make sure that people are connected. Sorry, we're starting late. Okay. Okay, brilliant. I can see people joining in, which is fantastic. Sorry about the late start. Okay, brilliant. I can see people joining in. Fab. I wanted just to test. Just give us a wave, say a thing so we know you are here. From my end, we were running late. We were trying to connect, and things haven't been easy, fans. Thank you for that like. Now we know we are there. We had a big topic today. We were supposed to be covering one of the most important topics today, but then I have not been very well, as you can see. Mm, I have been really down. I've been in and out of hospital. So, guys, pray for me. I'm going to actually start our topic today by also enlightening your minds to something that may affect you, may be affecting you, sharing with you my experience as well before we dive into our topic for today. I will be relating to health situation as a start of this program because it's something that an experience I live and what I'm going through at the moment, which I think many people, especially those from the developing countries, those from like me from Africa, may not be aware of. There's a rare genetic sickness that, well, I don't know if many people heard of. I never heard of it until I actually had it myself, until I was diagnosed, and then I started reading about it. And then this is why I'm all looking tired. I'm not actually well, guys. I'm not well at all. But I still come to you. I've been on my bed rest, and because we've scheduled this, normally we were supposed to have this talk on Friday, and Friday I was taken to hospital. I was in on my hospital bed. Then I quickly changed it to Saturday. I thought it was just easy, but it didn't still work. I'm still quite unstable. But then, yeah, I am sitting up. So I thought we spend this time to talk together. I don't know if you guys have heard about the polycystic kidney disease. In Africa, or with us, we talk about, thank you, Odette. I love you too, darling. In Africa, we talk about, we always talk about sickle cell. When we talk of genetic diseases, we talk of sickle cell. And we hear a lot about it because it's very common. But what I realized when it came to me was that we have one which is very common. It's a rare genetic disease as well. Situation is called polycystic kidney disease, and it's quite serious. If some of you have read my book or have been following my journey, you will notice that in my autobiography, which has roots in From Very Humble Beginnings. Guys, this is not our topic for today, but I think this is relevant to you, and this is something you should check and make a note of. It's very important. Okay, we'll go to our topic by all means, and I appreciate all your comments coming on the other side and sharing. If you've never shared my video, I appeal that you do so today. It's going to benefit you enormously. Now, for those who know my story, my mom had 10 of us, 6 died. Well, one other person that died already in a car crash, so it wasn't anything to do with a genetic thing. or with the death rates, in what do you call it? Infant mortality rate that was very high in my family. But what I discovered is at the time when Mama was losing her children, if you read it from very humble beginnings, we had this whole thing. Rosavella is a witch and blah blah. And I'm sure there's women and couples and families that are going through high mortality rate and they won't know, like my mother. So basically, we had two genetic diseases in our family which we didn't know, and it was the sickle cell and this polycystic kidney disease. The polycystic kidney disease is very, very, very dangerous as well. It's hidden there. So my mom or my dad, they probably had it, nobody knew. And I did not know until I got to the lovely United Kingdom. I say lovely because I can't thank the NHS enough, the National Health Trust England. Guys, if I was not in the United Kingdom, I would be dead by now. So I thank them immensely, even for the help they've given to me. I mean, my phone hasn't stopped ringing. I mean, I might have to leave you guys and go because my GP wants me, my consultant wants me. Warsaw Manor Hospital was incredible on Friday. I mean, I was so scared when my BP was going up. So I thought I used this time to talk about something, to start to explain to you about something that will benefit you, something that will help you understand that there are these hidden sicknesses that people don't talk about. We don't tend to know about them, but they are there and they cause all these things. Because when Mama Vela was a witch, why will her children keep dying and all of that? When Gisela beats them up, my kid sister passed on. I hear this announcement of a man next door who said, Rosa Vela Liwan Tangu Misho. You know, my mom had given my kid sister to witches. But when you think that this woman had these two genetic diseases that nobody, I mean, who does it, this health screening for us? By the way, when I say thank you, NHS, I don't have to pay. I haven't paid a dime. When I go to the Manor Hospital, what they did was you're admitted, you go to the ward, and then they gave me food, they gave me water, they gave me everything for free. All the consultants and doctors were running around to look after me. It's a blessing. But how many have that in my home of origin? I know there's a kid dying at the moment in Kian, where I grew up, in Kiko, in Shisong, in Wengolu, in wherever, because their kidneys are failing like mine was, or like mine is, and there's nobody, and they're not going to afford hospital bills. So I want to highlight this to us today. It's a whole lot of topic which I think we should take on our talk next week. God willing, I'll be much better, because as I speak to you, I'm having a lot of headache. I'm not feeling quite good. But then, yes, I think we take this and we learn more about this. I'm not a medical person. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor, but I'm willing to share my experience of this journey with this PKD. Those of you who are on the internet, you can Google PKD, polycystic kidney disease. It's serious, and that's what I suffer from. So basically, guys, I had this thing, it was picked up when I'm already in the UK. I mean, during pregnancies, they will screen and they will do everything, and then they follow up. And as you age, you hit 40 and you're going up, it start going. So it's a condition that you have no solution. If your kidneys are failing, they are failing, okay? In 2017, we were told that there is some doctor in QE that they've come up with a cure for this. But then, unfortunately for me, that medication cannot help me because mine has gone a step ahead. So, fans, as I speak to you, I'm losing my kidneys, and I hope and I know that there's somebody out there who's going to spare their kidney for me, right? So that's why I've been so poorly, and um, this kidney condition, it has your kidneys are unusually enlarged. They are larger than normal. They've got cysts. They're covered with cysts. You can watch on YouTube as well. Just type polycystic kidney disease. So they're covered with cysts, and unfortunately for me, it's two of my kidneys, because one person can still live with one kidney. So there are two, and I'm sure as I'm telling this story, some people I say, oh, thank God that woman will drop now. We don't tire that show. Hey, this is a joke aside, but anyway, that's life. Life is what it is, isn't it? But at the end of the day, I'm so happy that I'm living the experience I can share with you so that you pay attention to your families. Get screened. I was told there's something in sort now called, I had my husband on a conference call. They were talking about Bupa, BEPA. There's something health insurance thing that they started. Please register your families, register yourself, get this health screening, okay? What I had actually these few days was what they call health MOT, and they had screened all my bloods and everything and so on just to check, and it's very important. But unfortunately, guys, I need a pair of kidneys. Who's gonna give me one? Hand up. Anybody? Can I read what Mark Monyoy is saying? Gosh, my head is so. Oh, God. Okay. Mom, can I have a glass of water there, please? Pass me that water. Yeah, so let me read what. Yeah, Befa, that's the name. Thank you, Miraculous. Mark, God will take care, Lady Bling. I know He will. He has taken care. Thank you so much. Ah, courage, Lady Bling. Odette, yeah. I'm reading your comments at the same time. At the same time, I'll bring them to the screen for you. Babe, we might need more, you know. Is that okay? Okay. So yes, that is the situation at the moment, but it's not too bad because I'm in the right place. I'm a very strong person. You see, I haven't missed my live talk show. I was lying there and I'm in and out of hospital because they have to constantly take my blood pressure. It get really high, and it's the effect of this. Like I said, we will come back to talk about this. We will talk about this topic. I'm not a health professional, but today I want to say to you, please, please, if you are out in Europe and you're financially okay, please check on this buffer. It's very important. Many people are dying, collapse, died, this and that. I mean, this afternoon I just passed out. This is not to scare you, like just drop it. Luckily, my husband is a medical professional and he was able to do whatever, blood sugar, blah, blah. There's a combination of things. There's somebody out back home that do not have this, and when they fall, people are just finding, oh my God, you don't just fall for market and then after is dead. So let's look after ourselves, but let's understand that when people die, it's not witchcraft. Okay, Mama Rosa Vela, my mom that I sing, did not give her children to witches in exchange for locusts. She had sickle cell. I am sickle cell trait. Okay, luckily it's a trait, and I haven't given to any of my children or whatever, so I've wiped a generation. We're screening my family members, but I have polycystic kidney disease, and this is the reality of what I'm living at the moment. It's quite serious. It's quite serious because the blood pressure shoot up, the headaches come and dizziness and everything. But then I am in the United Kingdom, and God bless the NHS. God bless the UK National Health Trust. From the times I had my babies and everything, they're still on it. People will bitch and moan about NHS. Blah, blah, blah. I just look at them. I'm like, God, you have no idea of what they've done to some of us. Because if I was back home, I'll be dead. This is the truth. So I'm grateful to that. Guys, please, even here, don't take for granted. Check yourselves because there are some of those things that we didn't know. Maybe some of you were very lucky and went to St. Augustine's College, St. Lucia's, and went to whatever. And I was not. I was born a poor person. I grew up a poor person. And it's only through marriage that we're going to talk about matrimony and vocation into religious life that brought me out to get education and to who I am, and I'm ever so grateful for that. Please look after yourself. Ibrahim, thank you so much. Good evening, my dear, and thank you for joining. Like I said to you, if you've never shared my videos, you know, the tendency with doing so many things, I do a lot of things and I get George. Some people think, oh, it's show up. She wants to be seen. She wants to be heard. No, I'm actually carrying a message that benefits you in my songs and everything. And if you've had that view and spread this word that Lady Bling is that woman who is showing off and I'm not commenting on her thing, we don't care because she's all over the place. She's talking the truth and that. Forget about everything. This is serious business, okay? Share my video to save a life somewhere. Because our topic today on marriage is even something that we need. How many marriages are broken today? How many girls are screaming, we want to settle down? How many guys are dating and going up and down? We want to get settled down. We're choosing a woman. How many of us struggle? It takes a lot to stay in marriage life. Have you guys got an idea on how to be married, have children, keep your marriage in place, be a musician, motivational speaker, author, travel the world, sleep in hotels on your own, get men dating you, some trying to touch you, people fancying you and wanting you to go out with them? Do you have an idea of what my career is? It takes a lot. You have to have a conscience. You have to be very resilient. Do you know what it means to be judged by people? When you dance, I remember dancing bikusia and shaking my bum like Lady Pongs made me the sort of prostitute in the United Kingdom. You have to be able to keep your commitment to your commitment. This is why I choose this topic today. It's a very vast topic. If you have any question, ask me. Even if you feel like you've ever slept with me, it was then, and if you did, my husband know already. Okay. There's no, I mean, to be honest with you, if at all it ever happened, my husband knows. How many of us are able to tell our spouse, our husband and wife, our past life completely? Okay. Even if you want whatever, I keep saying it. If you try dating me, I'm going to announce your name on Facebook with your wife and your children. So how many of us are able to take that boldness where people will judge and say you are this, you are already this, and you keep it consistent and you just say, okay, yesterday, I celebrated my son's 18th birthday. That's an adult. I've raised an adult. I've raised two other children. And you have to keep it going. So this is why this topic, I think, is very relevant for us. It's not bragging to say I've done well. I'm the Virgin Maria and the angel of angels. But it's bringing a topic that is relevant. You must realize that the lady talking to you, for those discovering her, she is a motivational speaker. She's an author. She's a songwriter, composer, musician with over almost 12 albums in the market at the moment. That's a big job. She's a housewife, and you don't bend the family life with her and her children. Okay. She's a charity person, has done a lot of charitable ventures alongside her family. So Victorine Gamsha, Lady Bling, as you guys are seeing from people calling, yeah, Lady Bling, that's me, is the artist. And I do these talks, just for us to boast ourselves. So today, our topic for today is marriage. And then Victorine Gamsha speaking to you was once in the convent. I spent 11 years in the convent of Sisters of Christ, Union Mysterium Christi. When I joined the Sisters of Christ, they had no Cameroonian sisters. They were new missionaries in Cameroon, and they had no Cameroonian sisters. I was the first Cameroonian aspirant among other three girls. We had a Bayangi girl and a Bafut girl. And we went in as aspirants in Tico at the time. And I was with them. I went through my aspirancy. It took us 11 years because we were the first. So formation was not forthcoming. We kept doing bits and bobs. They sent me to TTC Tatum. For those of you following me, I've been telling my funny stories about Tatum, arriving Coolest life. So we went to TTC Tatum. I got my qualification as a graduate, as a Cameroon teacher. From that time, went back to the convent, and during the time I did my computers. At the time, we were only doing MS-DOS, Lotus 123. For those of you who know computer when it first came, yeah, we did this at what was it called? American Computers, Bamenda. So I have had a vast experience with convent life, and being in a convent for all those years. What I wanted to bring to us during this talk show today was to compare not comparing, was to examine certain things that affect us. How many girls are stuck in the convent? They're not called. It's not their call. They don't feel it. Situations have made them. Their mom and dad said, no, don't disgrace us. Don't ever leave the convent, because it's a disgrace to the family. It's a disgrace to the family. So don't leave. So they are stuck. They are not happy. They are just there to please the priest who was their spiritual director, the reverend sister that liked them, and the sisters liked them. But they are not living a happy life. You are carrying the veil. You're there. Every time they pray, you know, when I was in the convent, I did horrible things. I used to brush my hair and put makeup in the night, put light powder to look how I would have looked in the mirror. I used to go to Big Mob Market in Tico and buy okrika and pack in my room and try to put it on to see how I would have looked if I was not in the convent. How many of us are there struggling? A call from God is a call from God. And if God has called you, Mom, please, can I get my lip gloss in my bag? My lips are dry. Do you mind? Just 1 second, yeah? On that. So I used to have all that, and every time I was often in trouble. Although everybody thought Sister Victorine was really serious to become a sister, deep within me, I used to struggle and think, okay, yeah, I really like to be a sister. Why do I want to be a sister? Because Father John Jintis, my spiritual director, he's not going to be happy. How will I face the people of Kumbo? They will tell my name that I've left the convent. How will I face the church in Cali? How will I face this for the Cyprian Tata? How will I face this? Oh, I have been to the convent. I must make it happen. I must make it happen. I've been there for all these years. People will laugh at me. How many of us are there today? Guys, I can't talk a lot about priesthood because I was never a priest, but I can spot it somehow, somewhere. You can see some happy priests. You can see some happy people that are in this. Yeah, you're checking my makeup back. You'll be there, baby. Thanks. You can spot some people who are basically trying really hard. You see they are not happy. And the joy of making that decision, if it's not your place, then it's not your place. And you have to face it. I had to face it. I remember telling my sisters in Kongsamba in the year 2000, sisters, it's not my place. I don't feel that it's my place. Yes, you've accepted me for this first profession, but I don't think it's right. I need to leave. It was chaos because me and my sister still today, if I drive my car to Sittingbourne and I met Sister Catherine Morton, she hugs me. We are family, purely family. If I travel to Bambui, I remember the day I went to Bambui to our convent when Bamenda was still okay. And every activity was changed in our convent. We spend the time. They are part of me. But how many of us can live that life and just know that we're living because we haven't got any problem? There's no home where you live without little problems. But the problem is some of us, guys, we are on the convent life. We'll get to marriage life. I'm linking these together. Some of us, by the time we leave the convent, we leave the religious life, the priesthood, or if they ask us to go because they've discerned and seen that is not our place, we carry it out. They drive me because they don't want me. Once I was speaking to one ex-priest, ex-seminarian from, I won't call the congregation because it's quite close, it's very recent. And he actually upset me because he was so negative about the congregation where he was. He was like, it's a bad, and this is a big congregation that has done so much for the Catholic Church in my country and all over the world. But he was so negative, like he said, nothing good. And I'm like, at least you lived with them, you ate their food, you were with them for all those years. They looked after you. You could not live in the congregation or in the priesthood in the seminary for whatever. This was not a seminary, it was a missionary people. You could not live in a place, and this, thank you, I appreciate this. You could not live in a place for all those years, and all you have is bad about them. That was wrong. Yes, they will be bad. Even if you have family, even some of you who left and are married, you have problems. Even in marriage life, you have issues. Even with mom and son. Thanks, babe. Even with everybody, there is issues. There's always going to be issues. So are you going to magnify and say, oh, it's because the congregation did this to me, they did this to me, that's why I left? No. Or that's why they sent me away. You had to go if it was not your place. So for me, 2000, when I told my sisters I was going, it was not easy. Mm? I could see, may she rest in peace, Sister Marie Agnes. Mary Agnes was one that welcomed me with Sister Bridget Queen and Tico. I could see the pain. I could see the tears, but I had to go. And leaving Kongsamba to go to Nso. Hey, my people, when I don't ever leave convent, yeah, I boarded one of the oldest buses from Kongsamba. Traveling the bus, Monsignor Watio Diodone of Kongsamba Diocese was coming to trace because they had called him, Vicky is leaving. He said, no, Vicky cannot leave. I had a very good relationship with my sisters. They said she cannot leave. Monsignor Watio was running to come and get me. But when he got there, I was sat in the bus. I saw my Lord driving into our convent. And I went off towards Bamenda. When I arrived Bafusam, I couldn't reach Bamenda. I turned myself down to Yaoundé. That is how it feels when you have to make a decision. I compare this decision that I took in 2000, leaving the convent, with my decision to go and become a musician, an artist in 2016, and singing all genres of music, and fitting in clubs, and dressing with slim dresses, and dancing like musicians, and doing gospel music, doing country music, and all sorts of music. But what happened then is what? People only saw the music that I was dancing bikusi. And there was a time that there was an argument somewhere that that woman only danced bikusi and shakes her bottom. That musicians are bad. Musicians are aquara. A wolo was this man will sleep, and then this is the time you had man A, man B trying to sleep with me, then to get me into hotel and then give a show and pay me £2,000. And I said, no, man B, man A, man C, I'm not there for this. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm there to sing my music. Prove me, correct me. Yeah. Then it was like the time I left the convent. Oh, we don't want Lady Bling. Oh, no. Farote come, you see, when other people come sing money for boop, 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 then I sing, people look. They say, that one, she always talk about her husband and her children. But then the message goes across, guys, because at the end of the day, the industry is not only for fornication. I say this and they say it's not good for my career. I sing ala Lumumbo Mzika. They say don't talk about your husband because it's destroying your career. It is not destroying my career because people with the right senses and mind, they still follow my career. Today, as I'm talking, 10 people can be watching. That's enough for me. And if 10 people should understand that artists and musicians are not there to sleep in beds, in hotel from one to the next, the time you meet Petit, you bam in bed. Pasale John, bam in bed. I know artists are going to hate me today because I'm breaking it. But we're talking marriage life. We're talking about a life of conscience and everything. I'm not calling myself a perfect person. Try. It's just to try. I might have made my mistakes, but life tells us that you make mistakes, you rise, and you continue. You carry on carrying on. So this was the time I compared this. I jumped to this because it's very current, okay? And then I went to Yaoundé, and then I took my time, and oh my God, what happened in Kumbo? Behold, friends who greet me today and say, Madam, welcome. They were telling me, bad luck, disgrace. I remember a friend made me in Kumba and say, Vicky, I keep thinking, zile, lie ololon for convent. Mojila mo for convent baker. She said, no matter how bad it is, you were not supposed to leave the convent. I said, what was bad? It wasn't my place, guys. So how many of you are stuck today? You are stuck in relationships you don't want. You are stuck in this vocation. You are there, you are making a mess and then dirtying our church and making it look like we're not whatever because you're trying to please your parents, your friends, your everybody. If it's not yours, it's not yours. God who created you and made that time for you to be there has done his work, has molded you. Who I am in the world today is the formation I had with the sisters of Christ, and nobody can never take that away from me. And I celebrate that congregation. I glorify them. I sing in my songs and I remain thankful to them. They are a parent, and that's why on my wedding day, the Sisters of Christ took me to church and handed me to my husband. Places that had worked like Beam in Jotin, they came, their whole choir came. That is life. That is how I do it. Because nobody forced you to be in a vocation you've never wanted, and nobody, you're not there because of anybody. You are there because you feel the call, and you should be resilient enough and be brave enough to say no, it's not my place. Make your commitments to your commitment and make decisions at the right time so that they are not impacting other people, and then you are swimming in confusion, in anger. You are not being fake. When I dance Mapuka, I dance Mapuka, okay? When I dance Coupé de Calais, I dance Coupé de Calais. When I dance gospel, I dance gospel. When I dance Njang, I dance Njang. When I dance Bikusi, I dance Bikusi. I'm the best Bikusi artist in the diaspora. I have those awards. So when it's time for this, do it right. And if you haven't got the skill in that, leave it. It's the same like when you're trying to be somewhere where it's not your place because you are scared that people will talk about you, then what? Somebody like me, people have spoken about me. I was daughter of a witch in school where I went to, Kian, government school Kian, where today I go, you see those videos where dancing football, Vikinghamshire, this, and all this project. Cross country. That's the same village where I could not complete my primary school. I was the daughter of a witch woman, one Mami Gumi. But the thing though is, those of you who divorce from marriages, leave a relationship, leave the convent and priesthood and start talking negatively, is the same like I compare with my village. I love my village. I love Kian. I love Nso. It's my home. What happened in the past that was bad is gone. And it was by those people. When I played my football, Vikinghamshire Football Cup in 2018, in the middle of the problems that is there, I could see bullets and machine guns and whatever. The place was confused. I traveled from the UK. And when I did the Vikinghamshire Football Cup, I saw a woman who came to the football pitch and sat in a distance. She watched the match from a distance. Many of my mamas and aunties and everybody in Kenya was dancing, was celebrating the cup. She could not come to greet me. And I wanted to go and give her a hug. But hell no, the program was so tight and we finished late and I ended up not greeting that woman. Why? Because of what she had actually said about me and my mom. I remember her screaming, one Mami Ngume, King Ngume, this. So guys, forgiveness is key in life, okay? Forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is key. I mean, I don't carry anybody with me. Whoever did what, whether, I mean, there's a story, if you read in my book, where my mom was put in a grave alive, where she went for a funeral. Whoever did that, I forgive you. Because it was then. Today is today. And our tomorrow is determined by tomorrow, by how we put into today. So when you say I was married, my first wife did this, my first husband did this, and you carry that in your head, oh, I was in the convent and they did this to me and they did this to me, you're killing your own self. So you let go and then you carry on with your life. Can I also stop here to acknowledge KD Harun from Nigeria, who is watching us today, and to say thank you for joining on our video show or talk show today. Kid brother, God bless you and family for me. Can I also appreciate you for your comments and everything? Please, if you've never shared, click share, okay? Click share. This is going to benefit you. And like I said, our next talk show, when I get much better, is going to be on the polycystic kidney disease and all the genetic diseases. And this polycystic kidney disease is very passionate to me because it's what I'm living at the moment. So, marriage life. Some of you go dating, okay? You need a wife. Oh, I've seen this girl I like. I've seen that boy I like. Queen, kisses, huggies, blah, blah, left and right. It is a challenge, isn't it? Do you really know them? Do they really know you? And the worst bit is, I listen to some young people because I used to do a lot with young people, young girls, you know, come to UK and ask. My house used to be girls, and my girls then used to do my house every day. Vicky, girls, and people knew me with youths. And so youth, what have you have had them? And all sorts of youths, Southwest youth, anybody. Now, Vicky, I get along with the young people. It's a gift. And you hear the girls go like, mommy, if I want to marry a mommy, they call me mommy. Mommy, I would like to get married to a rich person, this so and so person that has this from this family and this. And I always tell them, you never design the person you get married to. You never like sit and say, I want to. Yeah, it's a wish. But remember that when you abandon yourself totally to God and you say, okay, it's a mystery and that person is going to come at the right time and the right person, then you don't go out searching. Because most girls have been into deep trouble because they're like, oh my God, I'm almost 30. Oh my God, I'm getting old. I need to settle down. I need a husband. I need a husband. And then they get these guys who come sweep them, sleep with them, give them everything, dump them with 1, 2, 3 children. You are there, you're stuck. Then you start crying. What men have done to me. What men have done to you. Guys, let me tell you guys a story. When I was growing up, as you can see, I'm a very beautiful girl, okay? Mama Vela, born fine Pekin. When I was growing up, I saw them all. And there's some that I fell in love with. There's some people that when I look at them today, I say, oh my God, now wait till I be really see for them man will be like you. It's natural. It's a natural thing. I mean, I described this guy. The guy gave me a handshake and I went frozen. Okay? It's natural. So it's not like it's only happening to you. It's only happening to your friend. But the people you hang around with matters. Because I used to have a group of friends. We used to go and dance in Tongwanla. We used to go and dance in, I never did clubbing, but the Tongwanla, for those who know Tongwanla, nylon bar in Ver, that was where I used to go and dance Sunday tea time. And at that stage already, my friends that I hung around with, they knew already what it was. But I got so scared of pregnancy and HIV and AIDS. My friends, my dear friend them, Palukong Ephraim of Family Life Kumbo, he don't ever tell you about AIDS. When that man look at you and tell you that AIDS is the HIV, I was so scared. So I hung around with these friends, and it was always close to that time when you just want to, okay? And in that time, it was so raw. Love was so raw. After dancing, they buy us one bottle of Fanta. A group of guys came, young boys as well. They bought us one Fanta. We danced tongue like 2 o'clock. I had my own ready-made gown that Mama bought for me. Singing, 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 ding, ding. Hey, it's Max, Lolo, or whatever the song was. Na, 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 na. Hey, na, na. Then I go dance down. I drink that Fanta bomb. I pass on my friend. My friend life was good. All these boys were dancing with us. After the dance, when places are just getting dark, okay, we've just come to that time when evening is falling. I have got to trek to Kian. Another one is got to go to Ndrenji. My friends, there were 5 of us. There are also 5 of these guys. And now they come with us. They say, you are going with this. You are going with this. This one is going with Malam. This one is going with this. So I had my own to go with. They allocated mine. I stood there, looked at that man, that boy. What clicked my mind was this thing that Mama ever said to me. Whatever she said, she said, if you sleep with a man, you get belly. And if you get belly, you will follow your friend, you go move and you go die. So I looked at this boy. I bent down. I moved my shoe. I start run. I was running to Kian until I met a papa of Kian around after the tap in Tamver, descending to go to Kian for those who know where I grew up. And I run. And I followed the path and we traveled. This guy was not very happy because in our days, you had to pay for the Fanta. and I couldn't pay for the Fanta by going to sleep with him, whether I was going to be in a coffee farm or whatever. So at that time, at that stage as well, your sexual emotions, your feelings are there. It's not like they are not there. So the point is, sometimes we get drawn by them and we forget ourselves. How many times have some of you run out of a man's room? How many times, if you've tried to do that? Love life in our time was that way. If they grab you, they just grab you, isn't it? I don't know whether it's still the same now, because I've been out of home for years. For my years in the convent, I visited my home and I went back. But it doesn't mean that I don't come across challenges. So girls, you come across challenges. Some men are just charming. They're just so wonderful and they have the words. And when they talk to you, you think you are the only person. You feel so beautiful. You feel so excited. You're not listening anymore to what your mom is saying. You're not listening to your dad. Whoever, even as I'm talking here, like, what's she going on about? I am in love. I am in love. Then you get pulled and you gone. And before you realize you've had the first pregnancy, still there, they're still giving you flowers and everything. So what we need to do vis-a-vis choosing a life partner, I tell you today, you can quote me if I'm wrong, nobody holds it but God. That is my own opinion. Nobody holds it but God. No one is going to do it for you. You can seek the biggest advice and listen to speakers like me and all sorts. You need to glue to God, ask God, abandon yourself to God, because it's a very crucial moment. A proper marriage life will be determined by God. A proper religious life will be determined by God. And can I go back now? When I pick a comment, I read a comment, then I'll go back to what vocation is. I'm reading a comment from Eukaria Boala Samelu. I love your talk, my darling. Straight to the point. Okay, bless you. Oh, this is the Eukaria. I love your talk, my darling. Straight to the, okay, we are getting there. So, marriage. You have said it all, Lady Bling. All right, guys, I'll try to bring you some comments, okay? When I can. Marriage or vocation is a call from God. Reason I am telling you people that you have to really lean on God. It's a call from God. He calls you, he chooses you, he knows exactly where you are going to. But I think many of us have taken vocation as our call, and we're trying so hard, going through these dating sites, going through all sorts of places to try hard. It's too late. It's never too late. When God wanted it to happen, it will happen with the right person at the right time, when you didn't imagine. So stop struggling, stop biting more than you can chew. Stop determining who should be there for you. I think marriage should be something that is not rushed into. I met a guy today, tomorrow we are already going to church. Do you know him? Do you know the family? So we have to work on our excitements. The excitement is there. The sexual feelings are there. You know, love is so powerful. Love is so meaningful. Love is so beautiful. But let's not rush it. Let's not rush it. Let's take our time. The man that you will get married to may not be the man you see today, and you are, you are like all over the person. Some people come for a reason, they come and go, but don't hate people. Even if they messed up your life, they made you feel bad after you've been together, please don't give them stigmas and relate and narrate stories here and there. It's not necessary. It's a call from God. Take your time. And some people are going to come and go. Accept it. Sometimes some men will come, or some guys will come, and then they go and you are like very upset because they've dumped you, or some girls will go, they've dumped you and you're feeling bad. It's not necessary. Just hang on to God. because it's a call from God. And because it's a call from God, He calls you at the right time. Then I want to address because vocation is a call from God, like I spoke lengthily about it. When you are there, if you happen to be in the convent like me, don't be scared. Even if you spend 11 years, don't be scared to say, no, it's not my place. But make peace with them. It's not a war that you choose to leave. If they are upset with you, if people say the worst about you, let them say it, but prove them wrong as time goes on. Do just that which you think is God asking you to do. Don't try to do the impossibility. Okay? And then family life now, when we have actually settled into marriage, it's another story. It's another big topic. Because you see, my experience of marriage life was when you come in and it's still you, it's just you and your husband. You run around the house, you cook together, you before you sit in the city, he's holding you, you feeling good, you're running up and down the stairs, you going together, holding hands beautifully. It's nice. Enjoy that while it lasts. But any moment, the moment you get pregnant, remember that's a third person coming in between you. And if you had all the time to yourself, running around the house naked, doing what you want in your home, there's a third person. And when the baby comes, that's that third person. Is part of you. It's everything that you wanted. Marriage, one kid. It makes it meaningful, isn't it? When the children or when a child came or when the baby is there, things have to change. The bedroom have to change. The sitting room changes. You need maybe baby care, whatever, and the baby is crying. The baby might start crying at the time when you're in the middle of something. You've got to stop and look after the baby. The baby might need attention when you are in your position, you are having time. So that time is limited. It's now divided. And I think that is when problems start coming. If you didn't make the right choice at the beginning, because it should be centered with love. If you don't love the person, don't marry them. This is important. If you don't feel any love for somebody, and there are other factors pushing you to don't, I say clearly, don't do it. Because what is going to carry you going is that love. Because that same gentleman or that lady, that couple, you're going to start discovering their weaknesses. There was something that was hidden about them that you didn't know. And then you get in and you suddenly discover that this person is very scattered. And you are very organized. Problems, bang. He's always putting smelling shoes next to the bed. I told him to leave them at the entrance of the house. He's always snoring. I didn't realize when I visited him. Because baby has come, he's working hard or you're working hard. Times are hard and you're getting to push a lot of things going. Tiredness come, people start snoring when they were not snoring. Then you make a novel out of it. Because you didn't love. Because if you love, when you love love is love. Whatever happens, you take it because that person lives in your heart. You love them. Then sooner or later, the worst thing that we do, especially us women, we start choosing our best friend. That man married this way, you need to work. That man this way. I don't retire me, the man self. The man is this, I just noticed that he doesn't actually, take care of himself, or he's always going out with his friends, or, he sits there, he doesn't have my time anymore when the baby, he's paying more attention with the baby, not me, and all of that. All these things start coming up. And then you bring in your mom, you tell your mom, Mama, this man is not a good man. Your mom joins in and tell your mom-in-law, your son, you didn't bring him up well. Or you tell your mom and your mom tell your wife's mom, you didn't bring your daughter up well. And everything is stirred within the family, and then problems start. And then the moment you are married and you start finding comfort in somebody else than your husband or wife, you have a big problem. Should I say that again? If you are married and at some point you start finding comfort in the people outside than you find in your husband or wife within your house, you have a problem and you have to seek a solution immediately. No matter how bad it is, no matter how hard it is, you should always feel secured, comforted when you're coming back to your home. That is where it should be. If it's not there, then there is a problem. I want to leave us with that one. Like I said, we can't talk for long. I'm not very well. Pray for me. I hope you shared. As soon as I get everything settled, hopefully we'll have our next talk show on Friday, as usual. But as winter is drawing, we're going to move our talks to every Friday at 2 p.m. This is a very big topic, very wide, very broad. We will come back to it. We'll explore those things that makes it really impossible for us to stay in a home. We will look at the jobs. Oh, I'm already a doctor. My husband is only a cleaner. Oh, my husband, I work, I'm a lawyer, I'm in this senior service, and your job is little, so you can come and you can do this in the house. Oh, that problem, bang! Marriage chakara. Alternatively, man and woman, take for example, Lady Bling is an artist. I remember when I was in Cameroon some year and people are writing emails to my husband. They found me in a hotel with a man. The husband is Deacon Max. I'm now an artist. I'm now a star. When I walk in, the children bow. My husband speak. I don't listen anymore because I'm now a star. I'm a musician. I'm a motivational speaker and this. And he too will walk home with, I'm a deacon of the Catholic Church and you must listen to me. And besides, I'm the manager of hospitals in the United Kingdom and you should bow and listen to me. So we put the coats of who we are and then we go bang, bang, bang. And then the children get stuck in the middle, confused. Daddy, mommy, what is going on? Daddy, mommy, what is going on? Because everybody feels already so big. Nobody compromised another because there was no love in the start. There was nothing. There was other factors. Because if it was true love and it was love, it lasts. And secondly, you pray. Pray like, hey, how do I describe the prayers when you're married? Because anything can happen at any time. Prayers like, when my mamas used to crack a goosey, they give it their attention. A goosey is very tiny. That's how you should pray for your marriage. Pray like keen, looking keenly and peeling the egusi because it can slip down. Catch it. That's how you hold your marriage. Take it to God every second, every minute, because we've seen marriages that were like, oh, they're great. The best of best, and then they go bang, bang, shakara. And people are like, hey, you know when they get problem too before they shakara. Because they concentrated on, we're doing well, we're in love, we've given birth to children, our children are grown up. As you can see us, we are always cuddling, doing that. And then we don't think because there's no God in our center. Christ is the center. He holds it together for you. That's why when these girls come, uncle, daddy, uncle, daddy, uncle, daddy. They turn around your husband, they think, oh, we can grab everything. They fall and they tumble, and before they realize it's all exposed, and they go, yeah, that one that one a no-go area. Then you see these guys, oh, that woman, what she does is easy, I can get her, They come to you, they write. Formerly, I used to have text messages. Thank God they are gone now. I think they are scared because I'll call names on Facebook. Me? I'll call your name. Try now. I'll call your name. I'll talk. I'll say, Pa John will marry Mammy Mary for Nsadmilu. He'll be write me, and I'll read you later. I'll read it too. and take the consequences. So what's the safest thing for you to do? Don't do it. Don't. Try somewhere else. If you care, don't farote me when I sing. Don't support my music. Don't do anything. It is fine. They say it's the worst thing to say as a musician. Let it be the worst thing. Let me be the first to say that. And don't ever progress as an artist, okay? Leave me where I am. I am happy. After all, I will still sing. If I get up here, it's just that I'm not well at the moment. If I get up here, the way I sing my music, I dance, it's just the same as nobody even know my music. Like I like, I own it and I celebrate it, because the fact is that the music is there. So some of you who have taken advantages on our young girls, our beautiful children who are trying to go out there, I'll produce you, I'll push you, I will refer you, and then you want a night with them in a hotel, and that's why children are floating. They're doing well in the career, but it's a tax pay. You want me to appear on my TV show? Yes, let's go one night in a hotel. Una other man, they are there for una back one by one until the day they dig the grave and bury Lady Bling. I have your case. You can quote me on this one. You can try me on this one. Somebody once told me that they spike people's drink. Try. Put your, well, no, you know me. When I come, I drink my Coke and Fanta and everything. Put it in my drink. Let me sleep. And you take me. Sleep with me. The next day, if you sleep with me, you know what you can do? The best thing for you is kill me. Because if you leave me alive, the next morning, hey, everybody will hear about it. The moment I wake up and see you and me in bed, I will take your pictures, my own pictures. I will post everywhere. And you know what? My husband will still love me. And I will still love him. You go and make juju. Make medicine. Cook it. Fine. It doesn't work. So what I'm saying here is stop blackmailing young girls. Help them. Marriage is a vocation. And you young girls, stop believing that you have to bow everywhere and take off your clothes to shine. Leave it. God has it under his control. If you do your music and you're marking time, there is time for everything. I hear some artists say they've taken 15 years before they ever pick their song. It could be you, even if they never, you did a song, you composed it, you wrote it. It was your work and God gave you that gift. And if you can't make money out of it, there are still other ventures that you can do. Don't be too desperate. It's when we are too desperate that the whole thing is turning to, let's go, I remember one guy told me in person. He said, I go sleep you and you go cry. I say, yes, sleep me, I cry. I'm waiting. I didn't see where the man come. So all these things that we compromise and we put our hands together and we get involved with, it's not necessary. Because when they sleep you today, the next day they go to another person. You stand on the show, they farote you billions, you carry money, go house, your marriage is upside down. You lost it, you keep going here, you are a star, you are a star. You know what? Let me tell you people, I'm the best star ever and I will remain shining and nobody, because I'm not bragging. I tell you, try. I will call your name. That's the new policy. Because some people go there for various reasons. There will be girls and guys that go there for that. That's fine. Everybody is a king and queen in their own kingdom. If they have show, if I walk on the stage and you see me and you don't like me, fold your hands. And even if the stage do not contain people of my type, don't worry. I put a stage in this room where I live, or even on my hospital bed. Yesterday when I was in hospital, I was humming my song. I was almost dying. My BP was very high. So I put shows wherever I go. And if you think that it's on those conditions, Victorine Gamsha, Lady Bling, has come to this world to challenge that. And I am on it. So stop brainwashing our girls. They have a career, and you girls stop sounding desperate and jumping from one producer manager to the next because they've given you a bit of money and this. No, stop that. Stop that. It's not going to help you. Be yourselves. Yes, we might have done it. We have done it. We are not perfect. I'm not telling you I'm perfect. Yeah, I might have done things I'm not proud of, but I'm saying enough is enough. Hold yourselves together, guys. We will be back as soon as I feel much better. Don't forget to Google polycystic kidney disease. It's very vital. And we have to make awareness, especially for people of the African origin like me. It's a very serious genetic sickness, and I suffer from it. Reason why I've tried to talk today, I've really managed to hook up with you guys because we had programmed this talk show, and hopefully we will get more when I feel much better. I'm going on a very strict bed rest. If you don't see me, my promoters, my people will be posting or update you on Facebook and so on. But notice how much Lady Bling loves you. Notice how much I'm praying for you. I need a lot of prayers from you guys, and I'm appealing. Yeah, I know somebody's got a set of kidneys to give me when the time comes because mine are really bad at the moment. Continue to hope and look up to God. Let me see. Bless Gam, what do you say? Call that name. Bless, you know where we will call the name. This is not a joke, eh? It's not a joke. Barry, we saw you be there, no kisses. Hello, I'm here. Oh, yes, I can see you here, darling. I love you, love you. Bless, I love you. We will call the names because the thing is too much. Eh? You see, married men like this with woman and wife. With their party, you've come with your wife and children, beautiful children with their mommy. You are cornering an artist. Hi, are you people okay? Are you insane? Look at your wives, they're so beautiful. Look at your husbands. Think about your children, they need you. What is all this thing? Eh? Oh, and then some go like it, you're acting as if you don't know the industry. What industry do I know? What? Yes, I know the industry. If you have twisted the industry to be a corner sleeping chitty, I turn it and I declare in the name of Jesus that is not, because there are pastors, there are priests, there are sisters, there are married men and women that are in the industry and they are married and they are keen with their families. Stop painting the industry to be the industry of fornication. I renounce and I deny that. And I am in the industry. Whether you like me or not, whether you accept or not, whether you like my music or you don't like, does it bother me? It's there. Registered. I am an artist. Full stop. So you see men and you get really disgusted. You get really disappointed. If even if they don't say it, they start acting. You see, artist B is coming. Then they do line up. Your name will not show. Fine. You see how that artist make like, oh, mommy, this also talk about a husband. I should not talk about my husband. I should talk about who now? I should talk about you. You're my husband. Why you there when he married me and walked me down the aisle? Eh? Were you there when he gave me these beautiful children? Have you had a look at my children? Were you there when when I made my choice and he loved me? So because I've come with 3-4 songs or I've come with albums in the market, you think I'm going to chuck him? And then come hiding and sleeping with you. Oh no, these things we just do them now. We just do them. We just do them. We don't tell people that they're not supposed to know. Supposed to know what? My Bless. I will call him so. And this is not a joke. Oh, I'm telling you. Don't send me that text message. Don't even when you see Lady Bling. Oh yeah, pack and go. Say that you don't like her music. Delete it. You cannot delete it. It's on the internet, and this woman's face is painted all over social media. It's there. You can't delete it. You can contact Google, contact Facebook, like this. Tell them to delete this because you wanted me in bed and I refused. You can't. But I would not. But I'll call your name. Try. And this is what girls should be doing. Call their names. Don't even go telling their wives. You don't know where their wives are. And sometimes I feel sorry for their wives. Good aunties and uncle like this, but you will not sleep in their house. I know when I talk things like this, I lost about 50% of fans, but it is well. It's not the quantity of fans that we have. It is the quality. Oh, we're having social media fun. Oh, we're just talking on the online. We're not going to meet. You like I want to talk online. Do you know how long it takes me to enjoy my kids and my husband, and then cook my kiban, and then eat and roll on the floor, running in the garden with my children. Can you ever replace that for me? Or you think because you're going to call me to have a show and pay me £3,000, £2,000, do you think it's your money that can buy this beautiful home? I grew up in poverty, absolute poverty. I went to school with one pair of shoe, okay, and I had one dress, two dresses, one for Sunday and one for weekday. So I don't even know money. I don't know money. I don't want to know money. I have enough to eat. But even I'm not saying it's not like bragging. I'm saying there are people that may need the money, but it's not the end of the world for them. But when you make them feel so tense, it's not good. So I pray that today, from this day, we may be able to encourage others. Take out 500,000 and help somebody, a young artist that is really struggling, because you want to help, not because you're giving them conditions. Unfortunately for you, women are coming up, organizations are coming up that will do that for them without the conditions you're giving. Then go and look after your family, uncle. Marriage life, religious life, all these lives we are talking about, it needs a lot of prayers, but it depends on how we put it as well. So let us go today and reflect on our past. Let's not cry a lot on the past. Let us work on the present so that tomorrow will be more nicer for you, for us, and then we'll enjoy till the day we die. People promise, oh, I'll do your website, I'll do your video, oh, I'll do this for you, do this for you. Then you think people are just so nice. You start thanking them. Before you realize, they want to have a video call with you. And then from video call, language start changing. They start calling you baby. Are you calling me baby? Haha, Vitoringamsha. Here. Or Sherry. Guys, it was nice having you today. Okay, I want to encourage you guys, have a fantastic weekend ahead, and we pray for each other. I acknowledge you for your time, for watching today, and for sharing. We are talking about marriage, vocation, settling, and living that life. We'll take it from there next time, and I will schedule a topic for this polycystic kidney disease, and I'll try and do some more research to show you as well. I am a case study here, okay? I'm a guinea pig. Some people say, hey, why you share your health record for social media? So if it helps somebody who's going to be accused of witchcraft because the children are dying, if they know that polycystic kidney disease exists in the family, then it's education. It helps. If it helps, I say now, go offend the land. Now, no go die now. Hey, we are there, we have all these things, and life belongs to God, not us. So ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for the day of today. I bless you for being who you are. Let us continue to try. It's not easy, okay, but let's try not to judge others. These things are natural feelings. They are very obvious, but the job is ours to try every day and pray to God for the grace to keep life what it is. We're not asking perfection. Only God, our Father, is perfect. But we're encouraging that we keep trying. We keep trying. That's all we are appealing here. Please don't turn your life into something else. Don't be that person that when you walk past, at least girls laugh at you because you're always running after them. Don't be that girl that boys look at you and they laugh. They're like, oh, this one, oh, we don't sleep. Let's try to fight against that. Let's try to encourage each other. Let's pray for that. The world is already as bad as it is, and we can always correct these things by making those little differences that will make people much happier. So thanks again for today, and thanks for sharing, thanks for listening, and thank you for always being there. I love you all so much, and more will be yours hopefully next Friday. Like I say, my admin and people will keep you entertained on all my fan pages and whatever, Facebook, YouTube. And I'm going to go on a very strict bed rest until otherwise, and I'll follow up what they need to do in order to put myself back into shape again. So pray for everybody who is unwell at the moment. Pray for this coronavirus. England is gone back into lockdown again, and it's quite worrying for all of us. So let's pray that God, our Father, should give us the vaccine for this killer coronavirus. God bless you all, and thanks again.